So I'm sitting with Mr. Richard Sherman. Mr. Sherman, it's such an honor to speak with you right now. Thank you so much.
Joy to be here with you.
So tonight is a very special night for education in music, and and music has been part of your life. I mean, forever.
A major part of my life. Yeah.
So what is the importance of music in education in your point of view?
Well, I believe it's the most wonderful thing because it's a doorway to opening, understanding, working with people. When you know more about music, you don't just hear a tune or something. You hear an orchestra, you hear a choir, you hear an ensemble, you hear things, you hear a whole world that you never heard before because the door has been opened to you because you understand music. You'll understand what counterpoint is and what harmonics are and what harmonies are and rhythms, all the different rhythms. You learn so much with the education, and it opens the doors to your whole world.
And when did it enter your life? When was it like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is the path I'm going to take?
Well, I was kind of sort of, let's say, born with a silver tuning fork in my mouth because my mother and father both were very musical. My father was a songwriter. Mm-hmm. He wrote great songs, big hits, and it was always part of my life. But really learning music and appreciating it, it started when I was in high school because I had these wonderful teachers. I had these wonderful, there was a course called Music Appreciation, and this wonderful teacher used to teach us about how the symphonies are constructed and how sonatas are written, and it was just a wonderful thing. And then we had a choir master who taught us. I could hear the other parts being sung for the first time, and then I played an instrument. I played the flute, and so I learned what a wonderful feeling it is to sit in an orchestra where everybody is pulling on the same oar. It's a wonderful feeling. And this is all part of the education of music, and it's so important for young people to have this. It's a doorway to the whole world.
Absolutely. And just kind of examining kind of your process a little bit. You've written so many songs that have been part of, my childhood and everyone else's lives. When you're writing a song for a film, is it hard to kind of, are you writing for that character? Do you have to embody that character? Where is that, I guess, the point of view coming from?
You said it all just now. It's not hard. Number one, if you love what you do and you do what you love, I learned a lot about music, all kinds of songs. I learned about Japanese songs. I learned about German songs. I learned about Italian songs. I learned about American Western songs. I learned about English music hall songs. All my life, I've been absorbing these things. And so when the time comes that there's a story, I can express that feeling. And I learned a lot about the different periods, what music changed, how music changed, how it morphed into new things. It's all part and parcel of what I did. I just absorbed it all. That's what we are. We're just sponges. We suck it all into our brains, and then out comes your own statement using all the knowledge that you pulled in. That's why education through music is such an important thing, because it's a doorway to the world.
Absolutely. And in that kind of process of songwriting, like for any one of the films that you worked on, does the script come first and they just kind of say fill in gap here and you come in, or is it? I mean, do you work with the screenwriters? I mean, how did that kind of play out?
We work usually with the story and the characters. The script many times doesn't come till after.
Oh, wow.
In the case of Poppins, we fought a long, hard battle to get a story.
Right.
Because the books didn't contain a storyline. They had these wonderful adventures, so we had to weave a story, and that gave us a reason to have these songs happen. The stories were actually written in the 30s, and that was Depression England, and who could believe that a family would have 4 or 5 servants during a depression? So we turned it back to the turn of the century when nobody knows much about it, and it had a music hall style, this wonderful British music hall style, and half the battle was won. We knew exactly the color we were going to paint it.
Wow. And so looking at music today and film today, I mean, Frozen is a huge Disney hit, and you're part of that, Disney legacy. And how do you see, I mean, the song Let It Go has exploded across the world, almost in the same way that your music did so many, many generations before. Has music changed? Has it still remained the same in your point of view in terms of kind of musical animation?
I feel that good music is good music. Frozen is excellent music, wonderful music, good song, good stories. And that's what happens. So many times you have the same old thing and everything sounds same old. It's not the same. But once in a while something new happens, something special and expressive. And that's what it's all about, really. And you just keep reaching to make it all sound wonderful.
And when you hear your old songs, whether it's on the TV or someone plays it at an event like this, what are the memories? Is it do you kind of rewind back to that point in your life, or is it oh no, not again? Or I mean,
No, I think I think very fondly of my brother Bob and myself sitting in a room, battling out how we were going to say this line and what this tune was going to sound like, and we'd work very hard at it. We never called it hard work, but we worked hard at it. We loved it. And it was a great experience in my life, and I'm very proud of the fact that people still love our songs to this day. And you know, they're my children, so I'm very fond of them.
I mean, it's part of our lives. I mean, my fiance will sing "Let's Go Fly a Kite" in the kitchen when when she's sitting in the bed, you know. So, Richard, thank you so much for your time today. It was such an honor to speak with you.
My pleasure to be here.
Thank you.